Hi, I'm Jason Hassey. I work for the Blake Brown team here at Henry Brown Buick GMC. Today I'm going to be going over the infotainment system for the Yukon and the Yukon XL Denali edition. This is the GMC Yukon Denali infotainment system here. You're going to start out in your home page. This is going to be your main page where you're going to see almost everything at. You can always return to it by going there no matter where you're at inside of the system. This will bring you right back to home. Now these are your quick go-to buttons up here. So this here will actually bring up a map, and it'll also bring up your Google Assistant. Google Assistant's fantastic. Let me show you why. What time is it in New York City?
The time in New York is 5:51 p.m.
This can also help you out with setting up going directly to your map. So if you're in an area you don't know and you want to get to the nearest gas station, just press it. Find nearest gas station.
Here's what I found along your route, the nearest gas station.
Now this hasn't been taken out of demo mode, so not everything's going to work correctly because it needs to. Now you can just pick which one you want to go to, and it's going to set you right up to go to that station. Now what you're going to find with your Google Maps is you're going to see red, yellow, and you're going to see green spots. This is where the traffic flow is going inside here. So you can plan your route and you can see what you're going to look at along the way. This is your Google Maps, which is with the truck. It's not related into any pay subscription for it. Then we have your quick go-to for your music. You can go right here to your quick, this is your Sirius XM. So what's really great about Sirius XM now is it's so easy to get right where you want to go to find out what kind of music you like. I like talk radio. I know it's kind of old school, but I come from a law enforcement family, so I go to entertainment, and I can just sit here and I can put my Dateline on. If you like rock and roll, you can go right up here, go to music, put rock on. My son's name is Jude, the Beatles, right to it. So that's really great. One of the great things too about this is the engineering they do behind it for the Yukon. Up here is going to be your fade balance equalizer, but this has Bose Audio Pilot, which automatically adjusts the sound depending on the music. One of the nice things that they've done too is they've actually got GMC quiet tuning inside of here. Big giant speakers for you, but that quiet tuning will help you listen to the music and not listen to the road. So you've got 4 different sound modes inside of here. You have your normal, your driver, and your center point. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so you can hear it because it does hit differently. This is the best. This is the best for everybody inside here is that center point tuning. It's kind of funny. I'll see one of these come in on trade, and I'll see somebody that doesn't have a center point, and I'll say their salesman did not go and show them how this is done because the music is so fantastic. Now, the Bose system is in this vehicle. It is a fiber optic system, so it does not have soldering points. So it's almost impossible to blow the speakers, no matter how loud you like to listen to your music. Inside of here, you can actually have a driver, and then you can have a second key. The keys are programmed to each person. This will go to your preset stations. So when you're in music and you have your presets on there, it'll automatically go to that, and it'll recognize your driver as well, being able to set up some functions such as your steering wheel, your outside mirrors, and your seats. My GMC, this is a fantastic feature that they put inside here. This actually does a true link with you and your phone. So it really personalizes it for you. It shows inside here basically. You can schedule services, but the biggest thing you can do is it brings up inside here, and it's taking a little time because it hasn't been woken up. But this is your owner's manual. So you have your digital owner's manual as well as you're going to have your smaller owner's manual. But it's super easy. Just go in there, put lights, and you just take you directly to lights. Here's your vehicle status. This is a kind of a neat little thing that they've done, just because it's the quality of what you get out of the GMC products. You can check your tire pressure. Kind of cool too. You can have your maintenance stuff up here. You're going to have your gauges. Any of these gauges, I can take this and I can do a coolant temp, and I can just add it right to the driver's display or remove it. A lot of people like to look at their tripometers when they're on a trip and what kind of fuel mileage they're getting. So you can just throw your fuel mileage right up there. Play Store, this is fantastic. So I really, for the parents when they're waiting for their kids at like a sporting event, once you sign into your Gmail inside here through your phone, super easy, take 2 minutes to do it. You can actually download Amazon Prime, and you can watch Amazon Prime right on this screen. Inside here, you have your Apple CarPlay or your Android Auto, whichever in there. This is an Android system, but it works fantastically with both of those, no matter which they are. Here's your camera. So you've got about 11 different displays in the camera. But one of the really great things about this is when you're in reverse, it actually this is a little trick that a lot of people don't know. Is this here is where you're going to have your receiver hit you if you're hooking up for trailering anything. Once you get to that little red line right there, what you do is you flip down to this screen, and your tongue is going to be right there, and you're going to be able to hit that every single time that you go to lock something up. But this is for your normal, and you notice it shows you where your front wheels and your rear wheels are going to go. All those predictive line indicators. Inside of here, you have your auto park assist. This is fantastic. I'll cover this on another day. We'll actually go out and I'll actually show you how self-driving works and how self-parking works. Climate control. This is fantastic. One of the things I love about this is if you have kids in the back, you know how kids are sometimes. They're going to fight with each other. They're going to mess with each other with that air conditioning. You can go right here and lock that, so they can't go back there, and you have complete control as a parent. Trailering runs inside here. This will recognize any trailer that you have, and it'll actually test the lights out for you, so you don't have to get out. As soon as you plug the trailer in, it'll select it for you. Your settings inside here, your phones. Now, once you hook your phones up, you're going to have 2 phones right up here, the little rectangles. You just hit that, and you can switch to whatever phone you want. Inside is connections. When you have your phone on here, you can actually select whose phone it's going to connect to every single time. It'll give you a little function on there to do that. Wi-Fi hotspot. This is a reserve package, so it does come with 3 years of Wi-Fi and the cameras in the back. We'll touch that in just a second. Now, one of the new things that they've done for the 2026 model is they've allowed 2 hours of continuous recording inside of it. If you use a thumbnail drive, there's a camera up here, and it'll record all the cameras around. So if you're in an accident, all you do is you pop that little thumbnail drive out, and you have the last 2 hours of what's happened right in and around the vehicle. We already went over audio. We touched on maps a little bit, those Google Maps. Here's your phone. Here's your controls. Great thing is, too, your heads-up display is going to be right here. Adjust that height for you. When you add your universal remote, it just gives you step by step how to do it. Now, if you have a problem when you're programming it, just contact your salesperson. If you're having a problem, contact me, and we'll send a mobile tech out to you guys to actually set that up for you. Child safety locks. Here's a key found out the hard way. Do not have the doors open when you put your child safety locks on. You will have to jimmy it out, and it will take about 20 minutes for you to actually get that. This is one of the features that I love that most people miss. But when you're going to your child sporting events and the cars are all parked together, those people don't care that you spend $100,000 on a Yukon. Deploy your steps. It'll save from people door dinging your $100,000 car. Then you just get back in and you just throw them back away for regular driving. Here's your entertainment hub. I really can't get into the entertainment hub a whole lot because it's only for the owner. And this car is not registered to an owner yet. This is still dealership. Once we wake the vehicle up and we get it to the new owners, I show how all this works. But one of the beautiful things is you can lock the screen, so you as a parent can have complete control over it. Let's pop back into settings real quick. Let's go to vehicle settings. We can do things like take off the buckle to drive. If you do have a teen driving the vehicle, we can program it for a teen driver. Basically, the biggest thing is it doesn't allow them to go 8 to 85. Must have their seatbelts on, and the stereo cannot go over 50%. But the biggest thing that it does is it allows you, it allows you to monitor how they've been driving. It gives you a report card that only you can see. They can't get in there and see it unless they figure out your 4-digit PIN. Your Super Cruise, which this one does have, will do automatic lane change. And you can actually see the cameras will turn on when you turn your turn signal on. Trailer length indicator has that. Climate and air control quality, we're going to want to turn all these on in the state of Arizona. And then you want your fans to be on high when you're in it, just because when it's 120 degrees and 140 in the car, you want it to cool off as quickly as possible. Nice thing, our vents in the rear are up by the head, so it does cool people off quicker. Here's your speed assist. Since this came out, I haven't had one person say they want to chime when it's speeding. So you can go ahead and keep that off. I don't know why they have it. But you can actually set your adaptive cruise control to change with the speed limit. All your comfort and convenience inside here. Most people really love that the remote mirrors fold in when you hit the lock button. You have a ride height adjustment. You can actually have the vehicle. It's called easy exit vehicle height. It'll actually lower the vehicle when you actually shift it into park. If you have little kids getting in and out, or if you have elderly folks that are getting in and out, it does make it easier for getting in and out of that vehicle. Seating positions, you can have a driver a memory seat as well as an exit, so it can come down and make it an easy exit once again for you. Inside here, this is the last of our analogs. Inside here, we're getting ready to do away with them, but you still have all of your digital displays inside here. Here's your heated and cooled seats. Climate control is pretty self-explanatory. Anytime that you're going to have a notification, this is going to have a little red dot inside of here. Just lift that up, and it's going to tell you what it needs, what's required inside the vehicle. You have your time and temperature up here too. Last thing, in place for whenever you download any of the apps that you like, they will add up inside of here, and you can rearrange these apps however you want. And that'll conclude for today. Thanks for watching my video today. My name is Jason Hassey once again. I'm with the Blake Brown team here at Henry Brown Buick GMC. If you have any questions pertaining to this, or if there's anything I can help you out with sales or service-wise, my number is 480-510-4415. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and have a wonderful day.